It shakes as I gain more height and girth. I seem to make such a mess inside this town, crashing and devouring every bloody damn.
Welcome, everybody, to the Incredible Shrinking Show, starring me, Giantess Pearl, my co-host, Polly, and our guest, Benji. PLSG7. Did I get it right?
Oh, no, that's not the joke name.
Oh.
It's for Panasonic Lumix G7, which is a camera.
Oh! Okay, yeah, it is a joke name then. Okay.
Yeah, sorry if my mic's a little high. I don't know how to turn it down a little.
Oh no, we would rather you be too loud and know your sound's coming up perfect. Thank goodness. Some of our interviews have been a little bit on the quiet side, so it's good that your microphone is loud. So everybody wants to know, first question is, what are some of your hobbies?
Right now, on Twitter, I call myself a writer. Though I'm not gonna lie, I don't write that much. It's like some side smut specifically, but I don't write as much as I probably should. Other things I like to do is Smash Brothers Ultimate.
Nice.
Not gonna lie, all my Discord servers are Smash Ultimate servers on just different characters.
That's awesome. Who's your favorite character to play as?
Right now, it's Shulk.
Okay, I'm not familiar with Shulk.
Shulk is from the Xenoblade Chronicles series. It was released on the Wii in 2010, I believe.
Nice.
And it's just a really fun JRPG.
Okay. I actually haven't played Smash Brothers for the Switch. It's on my to-do list to get in the future, but we definitely have it for N64 and Wii. Oh wait, no, GameCube.
Melee.
Yeah, we're old school up in this household.
Jeez. I get with Ultimate, I kind of just play it to be competitive. I'm not good, but that's like my only mindset for that one. Kind of bad, but.
Well, as long as you're having fun, yeah. And that's what matters. That's the best part about gaming. You don't have to be good about it in order to enjoy it.
Well, it's like half true, but.
Well, I mean, unless, okay, if you're being competitive for it, then right, okay. Well, then don't be too competitive.
Yeah. And other things I'm interested in is Legos. I really like Legos. And film. I'm trying to get into film.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. I'm just really bad at tired of seeing bad movies, so I want to make my own.
There you go. That's how you do it. If you don't like it, do it yourself. And also, what's your favorite music? Or if you have any favorite bands, you can let us know those.
When it comes to music, I flip-flop between a bunch of different things. Because I just kind of go through phases. Right now, I'm at my Eminem phase again. Nice. Eminem is probably my favorite actual artist. Singular artist. Especially with Godzilla, the track he dropped like a month ago or something, 2 months ago.
I've not heard that one yet.
It's really good in terms of skill. Message, I'm not so sure, but skill definitely.
Speaking of rappers, have you ever heard of a rapper called Watsky?
Watsky?
Mm-hmm.
First name George?
Yeah.
I don't know. Probably not. But I do know from Epic Rap Battles of History they have someone named George Watsky.
Yeah, that's him. Yeah.
I thought so.
I love Watsky. Okay, I'll have to link you after this, but there is a music video that he did that was size changing related, and it was excellently
Really?
produced. Yeah, it's amazing. But personally he's my favorite rapper out there. But I used to listen
Mm.
to a lot of Eminem growing up myself.
Yeah. I just know Blonsky as Dr. right now. I mean, Shakespeare.
Yeah, he was Shakespeare.
Other music besides rap, I listen to JoJo's Bizarre Adventure references. Have you heard those going around anywhere?
No, but I know what JoJo's Adventures is.
Yes, a lot of the names of stands and characters are based off of like popular albums, songs, or music.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you actually go to like the topic pages for that music, the comments is just JoJo's. There's no like, there's rarely a comment in the music itself. It's just JoJo's Bizarre Adventure fans. It's just there.
That's awesome. I had no idea. Yeah, I'm supposed to watch that show at some point. It's just I've had a lot of people harass me for not watching JoJo's yet, but the animation style is, look at me, like I love cutesy stuff preferably. So
Oh
like
yeah,
the animation style is
not very cute.
no.
It's more flamboyant masculinity.
Yeah. Which I mean I still want to check it out. I've heard awesome things about it before.
Yeah, it's my favorite anime, but that's not really saying much. I don't watch that much anime anymore.
Oh, okay. Have you seen Seven Deadly Sins by any chance?
I know Diana is.
You're a good micro. Look at you.
Yeah, I watched the first two seasons, 2 or 3 seasons. I don't know what they are. On Netflix, there's like a second season, but it only has like 4 filler episodes.
Yeah, right. Well, I've only seen the first season, so no spoilers for the other
No.
two.
Oh, there's actually size changing stuff in JoJo's Bizarre Adventure too.
Oh, really?
2 stands have shrinking abilities, and one's in part 5 and one's in part 6.
Okay, now you've given me more reason to go and watch JoJo.
Yep. JoJo's has it all.
So next on the list is Origins. So you already told us what your name came from. That's a joke name, the PLGS7.
Yeah, actually, that's not even like my name on that. I just changed it to that like 2 days ago.
Oh, okay.
I have a bunch of different names, but my first like size changing account, I'm not gonna lie, I did make it when I was underage. I believe I was 14. It's called Mario Freak 94 on DE.
Oh, okay.
Mario Freak 94 was my very first Minecraft username.
Nice. Yeah, don't feel bad. Like most everyone I've had on the show so far, we all were lurkers on DA, even though we were underage. So, well, I mean, I was a lurker on many things, not just DA, because I didn't get DA until I was like 18. So.
Yeah, I didn't really join the forum community as much as like just the artists posting things. Like I did not do like, well, I don't know the forum names. I don't use them. But my DA was in 2014. My Twitter account was in 2015. I used Tumblr, but that was only because it was uncensored.
At the time.
Right.
Yeah. But Origins, I was in the size changing since I was 9, I think. Yeah, 9. Because I think it was in the 4th grade. And it was mostly macro 4.
Oh, okay. Awesome. Yay. My fave.
Have you ever read the Goosebumps series?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like as a kid? Yeah, not now, obviously.
Yeah.
Do you remember the one with like the Viking one? They were like lost.
Oh no, I've not heard of that one.
I think it was like 9.
I've read a size changing Choose Your Own Adventure one that was with Goosebumps.
Yeah, that was like the spider. The first thing you had to fight was like a spider, right?
Yeah, I think there was a portion in it. It was where you could eat peanut butter or jelly, and one would make you grow, and one would make you shrink. But you tell us about this Viking one.
Okay,
I've not
it was
heard
just
about
like
it.
number 9 in the series. It was like the singing opera lady who was a Viking. It was nothing about Vikings, I don't think.
Oh,
The goosebumps twist at the end was that they would always be lost or something. But there's this one scene where there were these giant cats that treated them like mice and started eating them.
nice.
And something woke there. But it was really descriptive on like a cat's tongue and all that. So that was the start.
By any
So
chance, do you like furry stuff as well?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
So naturally I was like, yo, this scene would be better, but with a hot lady.
Yeah.
Yes, isn't that the truth? I've talked to people before in the past that actually, uh, some of their first interest into vor was when they watched a video of a snake eating like a mouse, and that was like their intro to vor. So that's interesting that you mentioned that scene from the Goosebumps book.
Yeah, I think the weird thing is that the cats turned out to be robots. But I think what I actually got it was the descriptive writing of how he described like the tongue scratchy tongue, playing with your food, the whole like vibe around that.
Right.
And there's like two different types of lore. You have feral and you have like humanoid panther or whatever. One for survival, one for the sheer satisfaction of people drawing it.
Yeah.
But I think the feral one was just so much more easy to write to the point of its descriptiveness. That's why I like the writing section of it. Because you can describe it much more vividly. There's much more leaving to the viewer's imagination. Everyone knows the reader's imagination just creates things.
Yeah.
And then after that, you know Unseen Harbinger? Is that his name?
What is it?
Unseen Harbinger. He wrote the Giants in the Sea, or he did like the renders for that.
I'm not familiar with that.
Really, he did like Giants in the City, and that was my first. It was a reading. It was like a comic with renders, and it was really into it because they were all gentle, but they were like, I think what's the size range for that? Mega, I think.
Oh, when it's like super big?
I think so.
Yeah.
Too big for interaction.
Right.
They were really well rendered.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Some people who do renderings can be pretty badass, but I'm a little bit pickier with rendered stuff. There are some creators that are dope as heck at it.
Yeah, like the Viking 2000. You ever heard of him? He does like animations, but he's rendered before, I think.
Oh, nice. I'm not familiar. I don't
Well,
think so. Is it on DA?
Yeah, I think so.
You said
But
White
my
King.
vote is really, I really just the one that got me the most invested, besides videos that we don't have nowadays. Rest in peace to all the videos that got deleted.
Yeah.
Valaria.
Yeah, Carbo.
It's
Carbo's
not
king.
necessarily just Carbo.
Well, I know that.
As a kid, I couldn't afford the comics. Obviously, I'm not going to ask my mom, "Hey, mom, buy me this hentai," but the community surrounding it really, it really expanded into something else. Valaria is great. It's massive. I love it.
Oh, yeah. I completely agree. I've fallen out of it in recent years, but I used to be a lot more involved in Valaria, for sure.
I did. That's why I started my DA account. I wanted to be a Valaria writer. I wanted to join the community. My biggest goal was to have something be canon.
No.
Didn't make it, but
Well, just keep on doing you.
Yeah.
Is there a Filaria Twitter, do you know?
Which one?
Is there a Twitter for Filaria? Do you know?
I do not know. I have not looked into that.
Huh. There
Oh,
should be one if there's
on the
not.
website, it hasn't been updated in a while.
Um, I haven't checked on Carbo's stuff too recently.
I
Actually, no,
recently
last
joined
week
his
I saw an
Patreon.
image.
I recently joined Carbo's Patreon. He's still going at it.
Oh, sweet. Awesome. He is one of the best creators out there for size-changing content. I mean, specifically Vor, but yeah, he's always been a favorite of mine.
There's a really funny one that I think size changers in particular would like, where it's like there's a group of people, and then there's like a fairy that just grows right in front of them. That's a nice size changing one.
Oh, yeah. And so we're going to move on to the next topic. So what are your personal favorite aspects of size changing?
Vor.
Which, I mean, yeah, I guess we should know this, but do you have, I mean, well, hard or soft Vor? Do you have a particular type of predator you like?
Great.
Huh?
That one video you shot with hard or soft Vor.
Oh.
That's a video and a half.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I didn't realize you'd seen that one.
Oh, I've seen a lot of things, but I'm not. I kind of really like most of size content. I've recently looked into like being a switch myself. Like I posted some macro pictures of myself with like toy planes, but I delete them.
Oh, don't delete them. I know there's plenty of SWs out there and micros in general that, you know, they want to see more giant content. So.
Yeah. But I really like Thor. I like feet, obviously. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not too much into like insertion or mostly like braid and I don't like ink stuff as much. It's not like I don't like them. It's just that it's not what I really look for in size content. I just like Vor. There's this one creator, Misshapen Deformity. She described Vor is like the ultimate form of dominance, completely giving yourself into someone.
I completely agree. Yes.
That one was really cool. I miss her. I don't know where she went, but I hope she's having a good time.
Yeah, hopefully she'll get back into the media somehow.
But more things about size content I like. I like the casual things. I just watched a video with Caitlin recently. Someone re-uploaded the YouTube, yes, and the monster for supporting it, but I still watched it. Caitlin books. There was one where she was in jeans. It's called the Spell Book. She just crushes someone 3 times and they go back to normal. But she was in baggy jeans, and I was like, that's pretty cool. Everyone's like wearing like short shorts and all that, showing as much skin as possible. But the jeans and the casualness make it really cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess we don't see that as often.
Yeah. I just want to look like a world where I can be in a size-changing world, casualness, maybe constant fear, but
depends on the giant that you're hanging out with, for sure.
Yeah. What would you do?
Well, okay, so I've put a lot of time into thinking about this. So, like, if for real I was able to grow, like, right now, first of all, okay, I've put a lot of time into this. I wouldn't want to go anywhere like past 30 feet because I think I would die pretty quick because like lack of oxygen and like not being able to like eat a surplus. If this is a fantasy answer, it'd be different. But I would be gentle for sure. I would not. Now, if the government wants to like hire me for like death penalty people, like they're gonna electrocute them. So I mean, I could help out with a much more eco-friendly way of getting rid of them.
Friendly.
But no, I mean, I would not. I couldn't be evil. But you know, I mean, that's what I love about size changing so much. I mean, there's tons of reasons why I love size changing. But you know, I mean, there's times where I'm a little bit more aggressive than usual, but usually I'm pretty sweet. Even whenever I'm eating people, I tend to be pretty cute about it. So.
Don't worry, but you're sweet too.
Huh?
The people in are sweet too.
Yes, yes. I'm so lucky to have the friends that I do online. It's been awesome.
Yeah.
I love the community.
But in terms of reality, yeah, this question logic says no.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the other thing. If someone were to ever be like, okay, growth ray or shrink ray, which one do I get? And I only get to keep one, I would definitely do a shrink ray. I'd be doing way more people a solid by doing that than selfishly just growing myself. You know what I mean?
I mean, yeah. What Patreon tier is that?
Yeah.
Right? We need a mad scientist in the community. Why can't there be a genius mad scientist that desperately wants to shrink? We've read stories about it, dang it.
Yeah. Reality is disappointing.
But VR, have you tried VR?
VR, no, I have not. I don't have like the things for that. My only computer is a MacBook Air, and we saw how that worked.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'm going to tell viewers out there real quick. One of the cheapest options that I've found. What phone did you use to have?
Oh yeah, they have a little thing to put your phone in. Yeah, I've tried those ones.
Yeah, well, I mean, but the best one for the best price that I've seen is you can buy like a used S7, a Galaxy S7 for I think the last time I priced it was around $200. But the Oculus Rift coupled with was it? Galaxy.
S7. Yeah, Galaxy.
Right. So they coupled with Galaxy. So they released Oculus VR headsets for that specific model of phone. So it's like a really, really nice VR headset. Like, I have an S8 and I've got a crappy headset. So that one is not nearly as good as what his S7 with the Oculus Rift headset. And the headset's $10. You buy it used online, $10. So the phone's like 200 something, $10 for the headset. It is life changing. Oh my gosh. Well, as soon as you are able to try VR, I very much recommend it.
That sounds fun.
By any chance, have you gone to SciCon before?
I wanted to, but I made the mistake of telling my parents where I wanted to go.
Oh.
Yeah, they're conservative, so yeah, that's a no. But I wanted to. Luckily, I did go to a Joe concert. I don't know what it is. Showing. He's a comedian. It was really funny.
Oh,
so,
cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
As far as... Huh?
I was just saying, we're all looking toward the mad scientists, but we really should be looking forward to a Sword Art Online when we get the VR, like the best VR.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. See, and there is a chat room app that you can download. One of my friends, Hydra, he used it before, and he talked to giantesses in a chat room before. So That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's kind of like IMDb, right? That, have you ever used that? It's like a virtual chat room place. You can make avatars and play as them.
Oh, VR chat.
Yes, yeah. The VR chat's like that. Like IMVU. Is that it? Alright, I'm going crazy right now, so we'll just shut me up. Oh, and real quick, I wanted to ask, do you have a least favorite? Oh, I guess you already answered the least favorite
No, it's not
size
least
changing.
favorite. It's that was just something. I do have least favorite though.
Oh, okay. What's your least favorite?
Well, this is going to get a little more philosophical. It's going to be more community more than just the aspects of size changing. I'm not a big fan of the objectification of people for size changing content. Like, you'll see people in comments, they're pretty annoying, but that's the other point. There'll be other people that, like, try to DM, like, be my giantess, do this, do that, do that. And that's something I just think is really not good. And I think it goes the other way, too. You have people just creating size content for the sake of money. They know that they can just take advantage of the people who want it, which I guess is just supply and demand. I still don't like that aspect that size changing brings to them. Like, you see girls like, hey, I do commissions following my OnlyFans, and I can get you a $20 video for me just showing my foot from a lower angle.
Granted, I mean, there are some creators that go about it in a more tasteful way.
Well, yeah, you have the ones that are just open to it, but then you have the ones that are just purely there for, like, these people want this, and I want the thing. That's the only reason I'm doing this.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. I posted on Twitter about something very similar to what you just said, and I got a few people who got angry at me, and that's fine. But I was just making a statement that people who are into size changing and do make videos, that content is very different than someone who doesn't fully understand the fetish and they're just doing it for the money.
Yeah.
And that's fine. I mean, I don't care. Like, a million billion girls can do size changing stuff. It is what it is. But as long as the community is enjoying it, I think I just leave them alone if I don't like the content.
Yeah, it's just human nature. But there's nothing I can do about it. But I just don't like how toxic, just not even just size changing, but the entire like 18+ community can get. People don't become people in this kind of community. They become objects. Guys who want it are just a source of, or people who want it are just a source of income. And then the people who want it to buy it, those girls are just a tool to get them off. It's just. I just wish there was more connection in some cases.
I guess that's why you just have to be picky with who you make friends with online. I mean, like, that's what I've found. It's not always easy making certain types of friends, like, on Twitter, and I won't really go into that. But, I don't know. You still find, pretty great people. Like, you're awesome, and I've got a lot of friends in the size changing community, or really cool people. Polly is awesome, obviously. But yeah, I think it's just important to find the right creators to follow, and because you can make friends with them, I mean,
I'm not sure. I don't have the best luck with people.
Well, you can message me whenever. I will talk to you.
Yeah, I did get banned from the Warcraft Minecraft server.
Why'd you get banned?
I don't know. I was probably being toxic. I'm kind of oblivious to most of those things. Yeah, I have a safe work account on my Twitter, but that is more toxic than ever just because I have like the political stuff on there.
Yeah. Well, it's good to keep it separate though.
Yeah, I had to make stuff for one, so I was like, man, I can't have my political stuff and my NSFW stuff on the same thing.
Yeah, right. And that's, it's one great thing about Twitter is whenever you do that, whenever you have two separate accounts, it's great because if you go on your NSFW account, you can be pretty well assured that you'll be seeing all size fetish content and not like political posts. So whenever I'm on Facebook, I'm like, oh goodness, I don't need to be on Facebook for too long because it's going to be nothing but coronavirus stuff. So then I'll go on Twitter, and thankfully, Twitter is just full of size stuff.
Yeah, my NSFW Twitter, unfortunately, I'm following a size person who happens to just post a bunch of political stuff. And I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I know. And then the other one is JoJo stuff on my NSFW, but I only do that because one of my favorite JoJo YouTubers is into size stuff. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's Benji, not the bad guy. He posts character analysis and just happens to get off on the same stuff that I do.
Sweet. What's his name?
Meg, not the bad guy.
Nice.
He's commissioned some stuff, so I don't know if you've seen the artist post some stuff with him in it.
Not off the top of my head, but with me, seeing the visual icon next to a person's name definitely helps me because I'm more of a visual person. So, like, whenever people are on DA and they'll change their icon or they'll change their name on DA, it takes me forever to reattach their identification to that. Like, I know exactly who the person is, but as far as visual, like, connection to the name, to the person, and who they are, it's not the easiest thing. Huh?
How do you handle Twitter then? Because people change their tags all the time.
Yeah, I know. It's difficult. Like, today I was talking to one of my friends, and I was like, wait, weren't you such and such last week? And I'm like, okay, alright, the freaking title changes, and then the @ name, that is always the same. I don't know, I'm not crazy for Twitter's platform, but I very much enjoy the friends that I have on there, so I mean, that's why I post on there.
Yeah, there's this one guy on DeviantArt, his name is Red Neptune now. He used to be Black Neptune. And it literally took a month to put to ask him. Because I was spending like a month looking for Black Neptune.
Oh man. Sometimes with DA, whenever someone first changes their name.
That's a new change, but it lets you know. Yeah, that's a new change. That was not back when I was looking for that.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's good stories. He does good renders, so.
Awesome. Well, you've already kind of gone over some of your favorite creators, but are there any other favorite creators that you wanted to give a shout out to?
Yeah, probably the most well-known Valari writer, Frenchnack. I think it's Frenchnack 97, I don't remember. But, yeah, he knows how to write war scenes. Holy crap. And not even just like war scenes, but he just knows how to write descriptively. Like most of my Valari experience comes from just reading his stories, not exactly the artwork itself. Let's see. I like Viking for his animations because they're really good. Cartwell, just for drawing. And I'm not gonna lie, I just follow every artist I like on Twitter. So like the 124 people I'm following, yeah, they're all my favorite artists.
Nice. And that's great. Yeah. If only we could give shout outs to every single one of them. But I'll make sure to put links up in the video of the people that you gave shout outs to.
Yeah. It's just like, here's my shout out, go to my Twitter at Benji the Junior, and just click on my follow button, and yeah, just go follow all of it.
Yeah, exactly. You can never run out of content.
Yeah, you'll never run out. My other favorite is probably Rusu, or whatever her name was, Marion, I don't forget her name, she's a friend of mine. But Yeah, she posts DA. I don't know her DA tag right now though, but shout out to Erin if you're watching this.
Awesome. And did you want to tell us about any projects that you're working on?
In terms
I
of
know you
science
mentioned
fiction,
writing and getting into film.
yeah. For writing, I'm gonna join Aboriginal. Aboriginal. I don't know how to say her name or his name, but he's on Twitter. It's like and he has a contest called Science Writing. What it is every 3 months there's a size writing. There's a theme for a size writing short story contest, and I'm going to be joining that one this month. It's going to be another Gentle April. So theme is gentle, gentle size, and then there's a sub theme which is called Rescue. I already have a plan, but I can only start writing in April, so waiting on that.
Well, at least you've got a plan ready. That'll be super
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah, I mean, I thought about it for all of March, so I've had a while to think about it.
That's
Think
awesome.
about it.
I'd love to give it a read once you're finished with it.
Yeah, I sent you to post my my cool January post to my DA. And then another two things I've got, or I want to start working on that I've already got like planned out for a bit, is for my film thing. I wanted to make a documentary type video or short documentary on the Smash Bros community here in El Paso, where I am.
Nice.
And then I also want to make a short film about just some guy living his life and then feeling like he's never going anywhere.
It's like a short independent film.
Coronavirus said, "Oh, you cannot do that."
Alright. Yeah. Well, hopefully things will be sorted sooner than later. Sooner than 18 months, but I hope that is not the projected date of when things will be back to normal.
I really hope not, because I don't have a job right now. Because I could go back, but I went out of town, so they were like, "Oh no, you're not coming back for a while."
I gotcha, yeah. Well, hopefully the U.S. government will do something about everyone that's missing out work right now. I'm in the same boat. He had to recently get a new job. It sucks, and there has to be some type of plan in motion. So until then, we'll just make the most of our time and, focus on writing as soon as April comes up at least. But, start writing something else in the
On Tiny
meantime.
Vicky's interview, you said on April 4th they're going to start the checks in the mail.
That's what they said, but...
Alright, I have some things to say about that one.
Okay.
Alright, so this was a plan actually in the Democratic primary that was shown by Andrew Yang. He said every month, $1,000 a month for every American, every 18 plus American. And now everyone laughed at it, and now it looks like it's going to be the thing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's hilarious, ironic.
Well, as long as the people... that's all I care about is the people in America not getting fucked over. I don't want to get too much into politics on the podcast.
Yeah, sorry. It's,
no, not at all.
It's a half mindset of mine.
Oh, no. That's perfectly fine. But, fingers crossed, things will turn out well. And now for one of my favorite segments of the show. Can you give us 2 truths and a lie? And we will guess which one is the lie.
I will give you 2 truths and a lie.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Did you know that I was actually a professional BMX rider? BMX is bicycle motocross.
Yeah.
Did you also know that I went to the Philippines and got my wallet stolen?
Oh.
I have also met Beto O'Rourke during his Senate run in 2018.
Who?
Say the third one.
I met Beto O'Rourke
Oh.
on
Okay.
his Senate run in 2018 when he visited my school.
Okay. Now we have to figure out the lie.
As cool as it is, I'm thinking BMX.
Okay. He
That's my
says
guess.
he says BMX is the lie. I'm gonna say the Philippines is a lie. What is the lie?
You're both wrong.
Ah, again.
Now here's the thing. I was actually offered to go meet Beto O'Rourke when he did visit my high school in 2018 Senate run. But I didn't. I chose not to. But yeah, the other part, when I was younger, I used to be like in the higher class of BMX riders,
No.
and then I did well in the Philippines, and I lost over $100.
How was the Philippines?
Philippines was fun. It was back in 2018 too. Yeah,
Yeah, mine is
and
Disney World.
yeah, it was fun.
What brought you there?
Family.
Oh, awesome. I imagine it's beautiful there.
It was great. We went to the not popular, but definitely like the slummy place. Not to be like offensive, but it is.
Yeah. I'm
That's
sure
just
the people can still be pretty awesome. I know whenever I
Oh,
went
yeah.
to the capital of Mexico, I guess there is a smaller city bordering it. We went there for church to do, what is it called?
Outreach.
Mission.
Missionary.
Yeah, missionary work. So we helped build a church in that smaller city in Mexico, and it was very poor, but the people were super awesome. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's sad that they have to live that way. That's
Yeah, the world's not a nice place.
yeah. No, see, if I was giantess, that's the other thing. I get to be the new world leader.
I mean, we have. Yeah, but no, I don't. I wouldn't have a problem being the leader.
Yes, that's one vote. All
Oh,
right,
you got more than
let's
one.
start
I know
voting.
that.
Okay, 2 votes. 3. Can I vote for myself? No, I'm just
I didn't assume there was a vote at that point.
kidding. Well, yeah. I mean, if I'm a giantess, yeah, there's not really much voting. Good point. Ah, okay. I'll be the president of the world as soon as I get that growth rate. Anybody?
I mean, you'd probably
if you have a
do a
growth
better job.
Huh?
Said you could probably do a better job.
Oh, yay. Thank you. And for the last interview question, it is, if you had one wish, what would it be? And it can be 100% selfish. Don't wish for world peace, because if you do, then we'll ask you, what's your second wish? It can be 100% selfish.
My first wish would be to get rid of the swear to block. No, I'm joking. We don't even have the science for that. But probably just the ability to manipulate time.
Oh,
There's so many things I wish I could just wish that I never did.
I got you.
Yeah, just go back in time, fix that, or stop time and take a really long nap.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be nice. Yeah. Well, as far as going, like, saying that you wish you could have not done some certain mistakes, I used to have that mentality myself. I mean, I'd spend so much time just absolutely depressed and just constantly wishing, where's the reset button? Why can't I just reset everything? I mean, I'm not going to get into it, but I've had a hell of a life, and I can actually say now that I'm happy to have undergone the worst of times. I feel like I'm a stronger person for it. So I mean, you should definitely do that too. And that's how we grow as people, is by making mistakes and living through them and conquering them. So.
Alright, I guess I'll pick a different wish.
No, you can keep that as your wish, but I'm just saying, like, it's a better way to live life, instead of
Yeah.
having, because I know how that is, and I'm not sure, about the details, of what you're talking about, but I'm just trying to get some insight.
Yeah, well, I'll get there.
And if you ever need to talk to someone, I'm here to talk to you. Don't be shy.
Yeah. But I wonder if people wishes. I wish I was super durable and 3 inches tall.
Yeah.
That's the answer I'm hoping for.
I wish I could teleport to any giantess, yes.
See? That's another good wish. Excellent wishes.
Well, there's so many good wishes. Why only one? I wish for more wishes.
Oh, yes. Well, if we have you again on the show, then you can have a second wish.
Cool. I'll take as many wishes as I can.
That's awesome. Okay. Well, that concludes our interview with you, Benji. Thank you again so much for being on the show.
Yeah, thank you.
You're super awesome. Pleasantly surprised. I wasn't really sure what to expect. So, yeah, pleasantly surprised. You're fantastic.
Yeah,
Very good speaker, too.
I bought the mic for like 10 minutes, but hey, look this.
Yes, okay, everyone at home, I want you to know that we spent close to 30 minutes of like finagling and trying to get this show running smoothly. So we hope you enjoy this show, because it's kind of a pain in the butt for poor Benji and us to get through. But we did it.
Save the recording.
Yeah, no,
Yep.
save the recording. Alright, hun. Well, I will talk to you later, and thanks again for joining us on the podcast.
Yep. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you.
Just go to my Twitter at Benji the Dreamer.
Absolutely, and I will definitely make sure to drop the links in the description of the YouTube video. So, have a good day.
You too.
Bye.